Another gorgeous day here in the backyard, and we got here using what? At this point, you know the answer, right? Skills. If we're going to make some money, we need to learn some skills. And in this video, what I'm going to do is show you how to work internet leads. Now, I'm not for or against them, but I do want to make a couple of statements about it. First of all, I've worked internet leads. I don't care what anybody tells you about Facebook leads or this or that. They're all trash. They're all trash. They're all junk. But there are some diamonds or treasures inside the trash if you're willing to grind. So don't go buying these $3, $4 leads. A good source that I like, that there's no affiliate fees or anything like that. Buy 60-day-old, fully surveyed leads from what's that site? Leads, self-serveleads.com. Buy the ones that are 60 days old. They're a nickel a piece, and you'll find out right away whether you're like me and you can sit there and grind and grind and grind. Don't believe any of the bullshit, because that's really what it is about this internet funnel and all this stuff. Folks, they're not only lies, the people selling that stuff are basically lying to you. And I know that that's a bold statement, but let's get that out of the way. On the other hand, some people are horses like I was, and I just wanted to work. So I would buy leads for 5 or 10 cents on the West Coast, which, by the way, converted actually better than people that were buying $2 and $3 leads. How do you work leads online? Let's take all that out of it. They are an effective way. I was living on the East Coast, so I could call the West Coast from 9 to midnight, and I'd find a few distributors a month. It's really simple. Remember, the subconscious makes all the decisions. So you want to frame your opening statement to that person. You want to be honest. You want to ask them for 2 minutes. And by taking less than 2 minutes, the trust level will go up because he doesn't believe it. Why doesn't he believe it? Because these leads are sold over and over again, and you got people on there, blah, 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 for 20 minutes, okay? Didn't take any interest in them. Fundamentally, what I say is, hey, Jack, it's Mark J from Kauai, Hawaii, and the reason that I'm calling is that at some point, you investigated the possibility of earning a little additional income from home. I just called to find out if you found the business that'll take care of you and your family, or if you're probably skeptical of calls like this, but still there's a smidgen of open-mindedness or hope within you. Would you classify yourself as skeptical but somewhat open-minded, Jack? Of course he's going to say yes. The subconscious mind isn't going to allow him to say, no, I'm not, okay? Nobody wants to be known as two things, closed-minded or prejudiced. Piece of cake. So basically what you want to do at that point is look at your watch. You're done in less than 60 seconds. You asked for 2 minutes because you only took a minute. You're ready to engage in the dialogue, and we'll give you a couple of more tips about that. Remember, you want to have a dialogue where you're taking what? An interest in them. You're not trying to seem interesting about your plan, your product, or your company. Most cases, about 80% of the time, they'll say, well, I am skeptical. You've identified with them. Or they'll say, yeah, that describes me. I'm skeptical, but a little open-minded. And you know, at that point, because you finished in under 2 minutes when you asked them for 2, the trust level goes up, and now you're ready to have a dialogue. Remember, most network marketers fail because they do a speech with a witness. What you're going to learn here, and you can learn it at the world's laziest networker.com, particularly the Go 90 Grow section. Share that with your team, by the way, is how to have a dialogue where they're sharing with you why they should look at the business. So very simple phrase is probably still skeptical, somewhat skeptical, but somewhat open-minded. Does that describe you, Jack? Yeah, that describes me. Boom, you're into the dialogue. And if you get into that dialogue often enough, you and your team will be over here, particularly if you share these skills with them. All right, peace.